Yeah, the fanatic. Where we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, A64. Yeah, the FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what.
Like we told you, man, we going on with these bowl previews, man, and we got another bowl coming up, man, and it is the Holiday Bowl, Oregon versus North Carolina. Now, like I say, a lot of these people, we got all these colleges or transfers and opt-outs and people declaring. Drake May say he's still at North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? He say he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? And to talk a little bit of Oregon, North Carolina, we got my guy, Rian Winter, a.k.a. Sports Chat 503. What's going on, guy?
What's up, my man? How we doing?
Hey, man, it's been a while, dog.
What's up, bro? We got the stat guy in the building. What up, stat guy?
Oh, let me unmute him. Go ahead, stat guy.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
Fantastic, man. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, man, how you feeling going into the bowl season?
Bro?
It's been a while, man.
Oh, man. Dude, what a year, huh?
Hey, it's been a roller coaster ride, man. How you feeling about the season, man?
Man, it was good. It was fun. I mean, a lot different than that first weekend in Atlanta.
Facts. But you know what? Remember I told you I felt like y'all could, lose that game and have a good season. I don't know if a lot of Oregon fans felt that way after that loss.
Right. It was all right. I mean, rebounded it, got back together, went on a great run. Just tripped up at the end, against the, pesky opponents, man. You don't want to lose to the rivals, man. But you know how it goes. They get up for that game, and you let them hang around, and it is what it is. We can go down that road all we want, but at the beginning of the year, we kind of thought brand new coaching staff with what they had right there in the talent, somewhere around 8, 9, 10 win season, and that's pretty much what it ended up being. Just too bad that the two losses were against the rivals from the north, and it's just kind of tough there, but still you didn't get blown out. That was the nice thing. They lost both those games close, and you find yourself in a good bowl. Holiday is a good bowl. Historically, it's a bowl that was really good, and then I think it's kind of been downgraded quite a bit because of all the other stuff with the other bowl games, with the other the CFPs obviously killing off so much of the bowl hype and everything. But to a place to go, San Diego is probably the best option outside of Pasadena. So we're excited. I'm going with my son. I'll be there for a week, and you know how we do for the Ducks. We flock up. You know how the Ducks roll. You saw green and yellow show up in Atlanta.
They did. They showed up, man. They was deep up in there, deeper than I thought they would be. They traveled a long way, man. The Ducks do show up, man. So of the opt-outs, do you guys have any that you're like, God, I wish we had him for the bowl game?
Yeah, so when it comes to the opt-outs, so DJ Johnson's the guy. He's their edge rusher. Oregon didn't put a lot of pressure on quarterbacks this year, so it's not like you're missing that much. But he is one of the best guys on that defense doing that. So next man up there. Bunch of guys went in the transfer portal. Really the only one that started was Dante Thornton. But Maliki Multival, one of the tight ends, he just went today. Justin Flo went the other day. I
saw that.
He hadn't played that much though this year. That was one of the most disappointing things, was that whole situation. We thought that was going to be a completely different deal the way it ended up, and his younger brother went in the portal today. So it is what it is, man. I just next man up mentality, and I think now the bowl games, they're talking some crazy stuff now because a lot of these guys opt out, especially these lower bowls. Not outside of that New Year's 6 stuff. Even New Year's 6 guys are gonna be opting out of whatever, but of maybe not having this game count against the eligibility of the other four games, or doing stuff like Mac Brown's doing a thing where he's like, there's like 6 guys, they have a bunch of guys transfer portal,
all 6 DBs,
and he's gonna but he's got like 6. He said he's got like 6 guys who they're good academically, they're good at standing, everything else. They're gonna practice all the way through here. They're gonna play in the bowl game and then hit the portal. They've already declared for the portal, but they're going to still play the bowl game. So there's been some crazy stuff where, like, you just got to kind of, invent this thing as we go, because it's just such a new situation. But I think the Ducks are finding themselves in a pretty good bowl, Holiday Bowl. It's a good location at least. And then, opponent wise, I go against the ACC, which is pretty rare. We don't get to play the ACC.
That's right.
So, it's fun. It'll be all right. It's not what a lot of Duck fans wanted, but at the end of that game in Atlanta, if I were to tell them, hey, what do you think about the Holiday Bowl, and you play, the second best team or whatever, or third best team maybe out of the ACC, and maybe you take that. So.
Yeah, I think so too, man. And it's not like North Carolina. I know a lot of people say, everybody opting out, you can't get a really good look, but it's not like North Carolina was good on defense anyway. So those 6 DBs opting out, it's not a very good thing, but a very big thing. Josh Downs, I think he's still North Carolina fans, let us know if he's opted out. I don't think he's declared. He may have, but Stat Guy, give us some numbers on North Carolina and Oregon.
Yeah, man. So this will be a fun offensive shootout if North Carolina decides to play offense, which they haven't done the last couple of times in the field. But you're looking at an Oregon team that's averaging 39 points a game, 216 yards on the ground, another 291 through the air. So for a nasty 507, like they're sitting at the house playing Madden, and that's going up against a North Carolina defense that is giving up 31 points a game. They give up 160 on the ground, another 275 through the air. I mean, this is a defense that probably couldn't stop the 3 of us from going out and scoring a touchdown, even without offensive linemen. So,
listen, man, y'all averaging 39 points a game. That's including only 3 in Atlanta. That is crazy. That's a lot of points, right?
It is, and I think that you don't know what y'all. You got the offensive coordinator just left. He's going down to ASU, so there's stuff to go through. I mean, but Bo Nix has been the guy out here. I mean, he's been a completely different guy than he was.
Nice.
We were talking about it before that game, how it's kind of good Bo and bad Bo, and if you could just kind of harness the good Bo, you're good to go a little bit. And I think he also benefited from a very good offensive line. Oregon had one of the best offensive lines in the country. I think they had the lowest sack total of the whole country. I think they only had 3 at the very end. They went with 0 for a ton of time, and finally had 1. And with the 1 was like, a run where he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage or whatever. But anyway, I mean, I just think that Bo Nix has done a great job. You got to give the credit, in my mind, to the players on the field. And, the 2 running backs, we didn't know who we were going to get out of the transfer portal. They showed up big time. Bucky Irving, Noah Whittington, they both played great this year. And then Christian Gonzalez, he's opting out. He's not going to be in the bowl game. He could be a first rounder, they think. So he came from Colorado. So I mean, the transfer portal, it giveth and it taketh away. I mean, it's all good. And as of right now, I mean, Oregon's already got a linebacker and a wide receiver. So it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
So, hey, man, I think this is for a first-year head coach. I think this is a successful season, especially if you caps it off with a bowl game. Do you think the Oregon Nation is feeling the same way?
I mean, I do, but I think there's a lot of unrealistic expectations in every fan base, right? And I don't know if you can cater to them. For example, I mean, I'm a blue blood program, supporter, season ticket holder. I go to the games, I go on the road, I'll go to the bowl game. I'm the demographic that they should be after. I'm the demographic they should be looking for, because that's who makes up a bulk of the audience, right? It's not the guys who, will turn on the game, and if they're winning, they'll keep watching. If they're not, they'll turn it off. I mean, I don't even know when the last time I haven't seen every single snap of every, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different kind of level. And so for us, people who are really down with the program and support the program, like you're saying, I think it is a very good year. And he's come in and established his way of doing things. Dan Lanning has come in and really been gracious, come in and really, what I like about him is he's swagged out. He got the shoes on. He's the only real coach since we've had this whole Nike connection to really embrace it. I mean, all the different coaches be wearing different sneakers and everything else. I mean, none of the other coaching staff forever had ever been into that. I mean, that's just not how they did it. So, I think there's something to be said about that. He's already got a coaching tree.
I was thinking the same thing.
He's been a coach for 1 year, bro. I mean, his coaching tree's this big. He already got one branch to a division inter division opponent, Power 5. I mean, think about Dillingham. This guy bounces all around as an OC, this, that, and the other, and then he gets his first gig at his alma mater in a Power 5. I mean, dude, what?
That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
I mean, a lot has to go down for that to be open and even available. You know what I'm saying? So everybody making a big deal about Coach Prime, and I get it because he's a superstar. But, I tend to think the Pac-12 is doing pretty well right now, and the future looks bright out here.
So should North Carolina's offense decide to show up, how do you think y'all defense will fare against that? Because it was high-powered at one point in time. Drake May was firmly in the Heisman running into the last 2 years.
He's for real. He's like Josh Allen, kind of. I mean, he can do it all. He run. He's got 50 more attempts running than their leading running backs. That guy, I mean, you can hit it up on that one, right? But they've also had decimated with injuries in their running backs and everything else. They had a tough time with it. But, yeah, I mean, you can run down those stats, that guy. I mean, because it is crazy. When they were humming, that offense was really, really going. But it's all predicated on the pass. So it's like, if Oregon is able to put a little pressure on and they can put some pressure on the wide receivers. I don't know who they're going to have because most of these guys are out, but somebody got to play. And it's kind of like I'm thinking nowadays that, these bowl games, almost like the first game for next year. It's almost like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like at this point, if you're not in the top bowls, and in the future, it's going to be even worse with the top 12. It's going to be even worse with the 12-team playoff.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's going to play in the Bahama Bowl?
Yeah, I don't think so either. Stat guy, you think North Carolina having to travel all the way across country like Oregon did initially in the first game is going to affect them against Oregon?
I don't know if it's going to have as much impact, but that's because I think they're already done. I think their toast is already cooked. I mean, you're looking at an offense that now here's their stats, right? So 35 points a game, 155 yards on the ground, 317 through the air, and that's including being a complete washing machine the last 3 weeks of the season, including the ACC championship. I mean, putting up those kind of numbers with how they ended the year is just ridiculous, but the end of the year still happened, and so I don't know what we're going to see from North Carolina offensively come the bowl game, but what I do know is that there's no way they're stopping that Oregon offense, and that thing's probably going to get ugly out there in the beautiful San Diego.
What is the over-under and the point spread on this game, Stagger?
So Oregon is favored by 10, and the over-under is going to be 70.5.
I think you take the over.
You say take the over.
Take the over. Easy. I think whoever's winning this game is in the 40s by far, and I could see both teams. I could easily see it. I'm not a bet guy. So, yeah. I mean, I'm maybe more risky. I'll take those bets because I'm not putting any money on it.
Yeah.
You should do that. Hey, bro, you should do
that. Listen, I'm going to go with Oregon because, y'all, listen, I think it is something to that travel. I know these guys are going to go. I think they're going to go. North Carolina's going to be looking to have a good time when they get to San Diego. I don't know how much focus. I think it is going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be like a 38-35, 38-30. Oregon. 38-30 Oregon.
Oh, I could see it being like 48-42.
Just scored. Stat guy, what you got on the score?
Both of y'all are wrong because neither one of y'all picked Oregon to cover, first of all. So when I was doing my prediction for this game, what it came down to is, do I think Oregon can cover the 70.5 by themselves? And unfortunately, I don't. So I'm taking the under, but Oregon's going to absolutely roll North Carolina. Little old North Carolina from the ACC, who's a trash conference. I'm taking Oregon 56-10. But hey, on the bright side, North Carolina, visit the zoo while you're out there. San Diego has probably the best zoo in the entire country, so enjoy that at least.
I'll be staying right by the zoo. Yeah, we'll be hitting that. Oh, dude, Stat Guy, that is awesome. If that happens, we'll be dancing in the aisle, bro. You know how I get down, Coach.
you said you're going out for a week. Make sure you make it to the game.
I mean, oh, no. The game's in the middle of that week. You know how I get down though, Coach. Coach and I have been live. Coach and I have been there together, eating wings, drinking beer, doing the thing.
Long as Serena ain't on TV, he's good to go. You know, so hey man, I appreciate you coming on, Ryan, man, giving us a little Oregon take on this bowl game. Like I said, I know these players are opting out, but hey, somebody still got to play the game, right?
Most definitely, man. And good luck to your dogs, man. I think they think they're gonna do it again, man.
Hey, we're gonna try to do it, man. Ohio State. I feel like if we can beat Ohio State, we're gonna win the championship. But beating Ohio State is gonna be tough.
It's gonna be rough, and if they're healthy, you know they haven't really played many games this year healthy, so that could be a tough one, right? So
yeah. We was talking about that. We both were missing our key receivers, and then Travion Henderson hasn't played in like 3 games or so. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be one of the more intriguing games. I think these are the 2 most talented teams in the nation. So I think
that Ringo Harrison matchup will be something special, though, won't it?
Well, you know, whenever Harrison's on his side, you know, for the most part,
you're not going to look for it, but you know. There's going to be some time when the cameras are going to be clicking.
Oh yeah. That's the TV clickbait right there. You know what I'm saying? Harrison, Ringo. So, but I definitely appreciate, man.
Hey, Bennett a chance to get to New York too. That was good.
Shout out to 13, man, for at least getting invited to New York.
Remember,
that's big time.
Getting invited was a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think they make a big deal about it as much anymore, but.
I'm just happy he got invited. He's the first guy for a long time for Georgia to get invited, man. Hey, I got to get back on the show too, man. I've been in the comments lately, but I got to get back on that show.
Oh, dude, please. Yeah, let's chat. I would love to have you on maybe to just talk about that national championship game. Just talk about your dogs.
Bet. Let's do that. Let's link up, man.
I'll do that. Okay. Adios, bro.
All right, man. See you later.
Appreciate.
All right, man. There it is, man. My guy Ryan, Sports Chat 503, man. Y'all go ahead and check him out, man. Listen, he talks mostly Oregon, but he's a college football fan at heart, and he always keeps it real, man. But like we said, man, listen, Oregon fans, North Carolina fans, y'all get in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking on the game. I know there's a lot of opt-outs and things of that nature, but hey, they still got to play the game. Somebody still got to score some points. On to the next game, man.
Got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the fan at it, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the Southeast from state to state? What team hungry gonna eat everything up off they plate?